I heard the girls were doing clips. If you're aiming for perfection, can I just tell you something? Okay, you're never gonna get it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel. I am JC. If you are new here, from JustLostJC here, or whatever. So let's just hop into the video. So this one, we're gonna have a stern talking. Cause them who can hear must feel. Alright? This video is how to stop self-sabotaging your natural hair journey. And I think some people need to hear this because I have heard some things, honey. Okay, I've heard some things and I've seen some things, and I'm saying, do not sabotage your journey. Alright, so what does it mean to self-sabotage? Basically, it means that you have a goal or a vision or something that you want to achieve, and yet you do actions or behaviors that contradict that will hinder or stop you from achieving said goals. And some of y'all out here have a hair goal, which I understand, alright? It's good to have hair goals. You have these hair goals, but that yet your actions, if you were to actually look at your actions and think about the action that you're doing in order to achieve said goal, you'll see that it's contradicting. It's an oxymoron. It's not giving what it's supposed to give for you to actually achieve those goals. So I actually came up with the idea to do this video because I'm actually going through something very similar myself. You guys know, these things are birthed from what I'm going through, okay? It's birthed from what I am going through. I have certain hair goals of my own, and yet I found myself doing things that in my opinion would contradict, or if anything, slow down me achieving those goals. One, in hair, and then other things that I'm doing as well. I find myself doing the same thing. YouTube as well. I'm like, I have certain goals that I would love to achieve on this platform, but yet I'm doing things that don't really show that these are the goals that I want to achieve. And so I was interested in general in self-sabotaging as a whole, not just as it pertains to hair, but the more I was reading up on things, I was like, this is very, very useful information that I think could be applied on my channel specifically to hair. And that might be able to help some of you, and if not applied to hair, using it in other aspects of your life and in other areas of your life, because I do think that it applies to that. So the first thing I'm going to say is that hair journeys, the word journey is very, very, very key, okay? Because a journey implies that you're not where you want to be yet. You're in a position, okay, but the position is not the ideal position. You can look far ahead and you can see where you want to be. So clearly it's someplace that you're going to, clearly it's someplace that you're journeying to. But I think something that can lead to self-sabotaging, or that can help with self-sabotaging, is being content in the different stages of the path that you're on as you lead yourself to the journey, as you lead yourself to the end goal that you want. We all have different goals. We all have different things that we would like to achieve, whether that's in hair or whether that's in career. And I find, for myself at least, that when I feel very dissatisfied in the area that I am in at that moment, because I'm too busy thinking ahead, I'm too busy planning ahead or envisioning myself ahead, that I lose track and focus of the steps that I need to take in the present, because I don't want to be in the present. I want to be over there. I don't want to be here. I want to be over there. And I'm too busy daydreaming about over there that I don't take the necessary steps and actions that need to be done in this space for me to get to that space, okay? And I think it's great to have an idea of what you will do when your hair gets to that thing, or how you will feel when you get to achieve that goal. But again, don't live too much in that, because you're not there yet. And there is some beauty in the space that you are in. Whoa! Is this turning into like a motivational video? Who am I? Okay. Listen, take this information, if it does not apply to you for hair, okay, and put it in other aspects of your life, because there are definitely areas in your life where I'm sure this video could apply. What will being content in the area and the season that you're in your hair journey bring to you? Well, it will allow you to actually focus in, become an expert, well, as much of an expert as you can become, obviously. These are passing stages, in the stage that you're in at that moment. It'll allow you to have fun in that moment with your hair. It'll allow you to do the things and keep up with what you need. It'll give you the motivation to keep up with the things that you need to do. Not doing it because you're thinking about where you will be. That's great. And that's obviously always going to be in the back of your mind when you have a journey or you're on a hair path or a goal. You're thinking about where your hair will be. But also, you're enjoying how it is now. And you want to see it continue to flourish. And in the state that it's in now, like, it might not be where I want it to be. Let's say someone wants to have their hair ideally at bra strap length, right? And right now it's in, like, it's given, you know, a ear length, maybe like a bit of chin length, and they're satisfied in that, they're content in that, they love it at that. Even though they know where they want to be, they're still like, wow, I can appreciate what this is now. Then you'll naturally want to do the things to keep it flourishing in the place that it is. And as you do those things to keep it flourishing in the place that it already is, you are in essence doing the things that will take it to the next level. So I have found that yes, I'm always on like a thickness journey. I would love for my ends to be thicker, and I have found myself a lot of the times putting my hair into a protective style, whether it's twist or whatever the case may be. And you guys know I love 2-strand twists, okay? I love 2-strand twists. I love a bun, all of that. But in my mind, I'm still thinking, I don't love my twist outs 100% yet, because the ends, it's not where I know the ends can be and where I've seen my ends. So I'm not 100% in love with this. And in a way, it demotivated me from doing what I need to do. So I know, you guys know, okay? You guys know that I sell a hair growth oil. This hair growth oil, which I love, link will be down below, okay? And it has helped me so much with growing my hair. But I found myself in this season, because I'm a bit dissatisfied and therefore demotivated with doing what I need to do to get it to grow and get it to keep up with the thickness and keep up with the journey that I need it to be on. I found myself not doing things that I know that work for me, including moisturizing or oiling my scalp and massaging that in. I used to be diligent with this, okay? I used to do it every single or every other day or 3 times a week, putting the head upside down, letting the blood, all of it, the whole 9 yards, okay? The whole kit and caboodle, all the time. And I've kind of like fallen off of it. And I think when I think about it, it's again the self-sabotaging nature. It's like I know what I want to achieve, but because I'm demotivated with where things are right now, I'm not doing the thing. I don't get the joy in doing the thing, which is so interesting. It's interesting because when my hair gets to the place that I want it to be, like when it is flourishing and when it has flourished or been at the place where I loved it in the past, I was super motivated to do these things. It's not what you would think would happen. One of the things that I've been doing to become more content and love it in the way it is playing with my protective style. So this to me is it's not 100% a protective style because the ends are still out, but trust me, there's a lot going on in here that's like braided and put away and all of that kind of stuff to tuck as much ends as I can as way as possible. And I will continue to come out with certain videos of different protective styles that I'm doing in this season, just to give myself this excitement about my hair that I haven't felt in a while, because it's been in this kind of like stage. And this has actually really been helping, because every time I style my hair or every time I have to like re-smooth everything down to make sure it's good, here I have my oil. I'm putting my oil back in just because I'm like excited about the look and I want this look to look as good as possible. And so that's motivating me in a secondhand way to do the things that I need to do. Now, with that being said, okay, I have to mention the fact that aiming for perfection is another thing. Okay, it's another thing. And again, I can relate to this. It's another thing that helps fuel the self-sabotaging nature. Yes, like I said, you want to be content in the different stages that you're in. Learn to love those stages so much that you want to take care of your hair so that it will thrive in that stage that it is. And therefore, it will just continue to elevate and get to the next stage. And you love it so much in that stage that it'll just naturally get to the next stage. Yes, all of those things are true. However, you will never have the perfect routine, okay? You want to love every stage. You want to come up with a routine that works, that nourishes it in the stage that it's in, hairstyles that get you excited in the stage that it's in, but you're never going to have something perfect, especially, please, especially with something like hair that is changing. Presumably it is growing. Presumably you're getting into different phases of your hair journey and your phases of your maybe even life too, like the way you want to style your hair for this professional thing or that professional thing, or things might be changing around. So you're never going to have it down packed, and I think you just have to be okay with the fact that you're never going to have it all together. Even with the way my hair is now, I'm figuring out some of these new protective styles that I'm like, these are going to make me excited. Do I have fails? Absolutely. Absolutely, my dear. I would be a bloody liar if I said that I wasn't like, oh, I really like that style. I wonder if I can like pull off something like that with my hair, because the person that did that style, her hair is a bit shorter, or the person that did that style, her hair is really long, and can I find a way to modify it so that it works for my hair? Can I figure it out? And I try it and it's just not working. And yes, that could be annoying. That could be like, okay, this is what I really wanted. This would have made me excited, and now I can't do this style, or I can't figure out a way to get it to work for me. I'm done. The perfection will definitely demotivate you. If you're aiming for perfection, can I just tell you something? Okay, you're never gonna get it. So you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get it. So now that we got that out in the open, now that we're all understood, don't aim for that, because when you aim for that and you don't get it, which is inevitable, you're going to be demotivated, or demotivated rather. You're going to feel like, okay, I didn't get this, so what's even the point? And it's just going to lead to a downward spiral. Yes, try and get the best routine down pat for the stage that you're in. Okay, your TWA stage, you know exactly, boom, how to do it. Your hair grows a bit more, boom, you're trying to learn how to do it. But understand, there are going to be some hits, there's going to be some misses. And that's okay. It is okay to have misses. Not every time hits. Sometimes it's going to miss, okay? And of course, I have to mention a practical, actionable thing that you can do to help not self-sabotage. We're in the mindset now that, okay, this is something that I do, if it's something that you do, something that you have done, something that you can see yourself doing. Okay, addressing the problem, that's a good step. Thank you, that's a good step. So you know you do that. Write down what it is that you need to do if you were a person that were not self-sabotaging. Like, I am on a natural hair journey. And if I were a person that were not self-sabotaging and 100% dedicated to this mission of whatever goal it is that I have in mind, that type of person, what would that type of person do? What are the steps and the routines that type of person would do? Okay, that type of person would wash their hair every time their hair needs washing. So washing, whether that's for you, every 3 times a week, every 4 times, that type of person would do something like that. That type of person would not continue to play in her hair. That type of person would not switch up their style every 3 days because they're bored, because of course they don't want to manipulate their hair too much. They want to retain length. That type of person would use an oil, okay? My oils are over there. Use an oil and massage their scalp every day. Or that's a bit much for me. Child, that's a bit much, okay? Every other day. Every 3 days. That type of person would do that in order to get to the goal that they want. That type of person would use this product or avoid these type of ingredients, because they know those type of ingredients, though they're easy to find, they don't react well with my hair. They make my hair feel like straw. They make my hair feel brittle. They do this. That type of person would moisturize their hair. Anytime their hair felt dry to the touch, they would moisturize it. Or every week, they would moisturize it. Or every 3 days, they're going to put some moisture in their hair. That type of person would do this. That type of person would do that. Write down all the things. Create a regimen for the things that type of person would do. Now you have it. Now you don't have excuses, because now you have actionable things step by step that you would do, or a person that's trying to attain the goals you would do. And I think sometimes what leads to self-sabotage is feeling like you don't know where to start, you don't know where to go. And it's crazy, actually, because a lot of the times you know what you're doing because it already is a routine. Like for me, for instance, I have a routine with my hair at this point. I pretty much know. I can tell when it's dry. I can tell when I need to moisturize. I know all of those things. I don't really have to write it down because I've been doing it for so long that I know it. Sometimes you know it. You know it. But when it comes down to the time to do the thing, to the brass tasks, honey, I don't know, it's like you get amnesia. It's like, you know, in the back, in your subconscious brain, that you know what you're supposed to do, but because you're really tired that week, or you just don't want to be bothered, you're like I don't know where to start, I don't know what to do. Meanwhile, you know where to start, you know what to do. If you're that type of person like I am, having it written down really does help. And you think I'm joking? I have my planner here. I know when I'm supposed to wash my hair. I know when I'm supposed to twist it. I know all of those things. I know intuitively when I'm supposed to be doing it around the time when my hair gets dirty. It's been around 3 weeks at this point. I know I'm supposed to be, like, I would know that mentally. I would know, okay, I washed my hair. It's air dried for about 3-4 days. It's time to twist it. It's time to get it into a style that looks, you know, like we could go somewhere, okay, and look cute. Honey, okay, it's time. But I will just, that day will show up and I would have packed so much things onto my schedule that I'll be like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't play those games anymore. I don't play them reindeer games anymore. Okay? I write it down. So now the day comes and I can pack as much things as I want, but I better pack it around it, because on my planner on that day it says twist hair, moisturize. On that day it says oil scalp. So whatever I'm doing, I gotta fit it around that. Okay? I love to-do lists. Some people like different things. Some people like blocking off amount of time when they're supposed to focus on something and trying to get it into those blocks of time. I love to-do lists so I could figure out whenever in the day it's more convenient for me to do that thing. It doesn't have to be in the order that I listed it. Just whenever I can get it done, I can get it done. That's how I like to do it. But yes, simple as that. Self-sabotaging. Create a list, create a regimen, create something, a routine, write it down. So when you get to that place where your brain is telling you, but I don't know what to do, you can always remember, go to that list, and the list will tell you exactly what to do. Okay? And if you disregard it at that point, then ciao. At that point, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Madam Self-Sabotage. What are we doing? Yay! Please, get it together. Get it together swiftly and carefully. Okay? Okay? And on. But just know you are in good company if you are a procrastinator, if you are a person that develops self-sabotaging amnesia. That's what I'm going to call it, okay? Situational self-sabotaging amnesia. It's okay, because we're all here. We're all in it together. The key to self-sabotaging, that's why you have the self in there, is that you know what you're supposed to be doing, but you're actively just not doing it. Or in fact, doing quite the opposite of what would allow you to achieve that goal. So we all have it in us. Now, if you're a person that just doesn't know, then you're not self-sabotaging. You're just like ignorant to what you're doing. Like you're literally trying to figure it out. This is for people that know. This is for people that know better, but then do better. Okay? So hopefully that was helpful. It was a bit of a rant and a half, honey, but I just felt like I'm talking to myself in this, and so I'm trying to talk to you, through you, to me, yeah, you know, but yeah, that's it, that's all. As I said in this video a few times, I do sell a natural hair growth oil. It is what is helping me get my hair back to where I need it to be, honey. Okay, so if you're interested, definitely click the link down below. Check it out. It has 13 different oils. Read all the ingredients, please, okay? Just in case you're allergic, because it is jam-packed, but please, be safe. Not sorry. Okay. You can follow me on Instagram, you know, I'm doing bits over there, whatever. Not too much, but a little bit. Do you get me? Like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, innit? You get what I mean? Anyway. Yo, what is wrong with me? Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna leave you here. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm gonna see you in my next one. Bye, guys.